Okay, right. So it has given me list of these packages that are outdated. Mm, latest is 400 be plugin offline. I like the yarn way better, so let's do that. So let's go to mm, okay, Periscope is not working. Anyway, so this way we'll choose one by one manually and let's see if that works. Here it says, okay, I don't think we need to update this manually. Yarn will probably take care for the Gatsby as well. Or I hope so. Should I play some songs? Okay, so choose which package to update. Press S to select, A to toggle all. I'll just select all and then install. I'm not sure like React 7 would work for me because I still have class components in my app file. Let's see, I'll solve that later. Or maybe I could just do it in the meanwhile. So if I go to the index way, okay. Let's forget about the YouTube content or maybe do that later. And I think the rest of the code should work if I convert this into a functional component. But I need this lazy loading, and I'm not sure like if I could do it this way in functional component, maybe. Or I don't need the YouTube right away. Let's see if it doesn't work with this code doesn't work with the 17 version. I think it should, but I think component did mount was I think it was something else that was removed or moved to unsafe version. Which one was that? Component and set initial state in the constructor. Okay, so rename component will mount. So that's what I'll have to change. I don't think that I am using it anywhere. No, so I think I should be good. Yeah. Okay, so what's the status or update? Yeah. This interactive way, I really like it with the yarn that you can choose and just hit update just once. Okay, so what's the next step? Okay, install the new packages and then updating using community plugins. You might see warning like this in your terminal. Hmm. Okay, minimal Node.js version is 12.13. Let's check the node version. And if I do node version 12, okay, so I need to move to latest LTS node version. So let's do that. Node LTS. Right, so this is the LTS version. So I forgot how do you install or update node on Windows. Uh, okay, downloads. Let's go to downloads. And latest LTS is 14.16. So I'll just probably go with that. And download, save. It's 28 MB. That means it's going to take a while to download this node version. Okay, Webpack upgraded from version 4 to version 5. Okay. ESLint upgraded from version 6 to 7. Gatsby's link component, the APIs push, replace, and navigate to in Gatsby link were deprecated, now removed. Please use navigate. Okay, so I'll have to use navigate as well. So I think this is going to turn out a big upgrade. I'm not sure. Let's still see. We'll go through this one by one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we are here till package updates and updating node version. Do I have a node version mentioned here in the package file? Let's check that. I don't think that I have, so I think we're right. I do need to update the node version in the netlify as well. Like you have to using environment variable, you specify that which node version you want to use. So let's, but I don't want to do that unless like I have finished this here. So I think it's better idea to first uh, try to run this on local, and then maybe uh, change the version node version on netlify. That shouldn't matter though. Let's see. I think we have some kind of netlify config here, right? Netlify dot, but there is nothing here. Okay, log in with one of the following. Okay, React hooks, the deploy build, site settings, and then it's somewhere here. Change site name, deploy status paths, site members, build and deploy. I think here somewhere. Okay, so build command is this It's actually okay. So these are environment variables, and not sure. This reminds me of a recent thing that happened. That there was an interview process that they mentioned about building a lot of features in 4 hours, and you had to use multiple packages, set up a React boilerplate and everything, and with testing and documentation, everything doable in like 4 hours. But and my comment was like, sometimes it takes me a half hour just to resolve the node dependencies when my internet is slow. How do you think that I'll be able to do that in 4 hours? Okay, environment, continuous deployment. Where is it? Like, I do remember that you can set up a node version in Netlify. Okay, let's or maybe I have done it for the other projects. Let's check. Friendly Heuroski, what is that? Site settings and okay, so it's Netlify Lambda. Build and deploy. Uh, Edit settings, public logs, activate builds, and build hooks. Okay, so form detection, maybe. Let's see. Think by now it should. Okay, there is error. Gatsby at the rate 3.02. The engine node is compatible with this module. Expect version right. Hmm. Right. So we do have node installed. Yeah. So this should update the node value. I'm not sure. Like, we'll have to reinstall all the modules. Yo. Did the whole upgrade fail because I had older version? Okay, next. I accept. Next. 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 Install. So this should upgrade node version. I think I use something like node version manager for Windows. Let me check. So I'll have to install or upgrade through the node version manager. Yeah, I do use it. So running version, right? Now I'll have to reinstall this whole thing through Node version manager. Mm, VM Windows. NVM list. Let's do that. First, let's see if NVM picks it up or not. Okay, press any key to continue. Please use Choco upgrade to handle upgrades of chocolate itself. So it's updating Python and Visual Studio tools. You have Python version 3.6 installed. Okay, so it's installing that. I feel like lost here, like where did the node upgrade went? Voila. So it's okay. So new node version is installed. So yeah, let's do this again. VM list, and right, this doesn't pick up the node version. Node version 14.6 because I installed it manually. I should have installed it using NVM, but for now that's okay. I'm not using any. I don't have any backend work right now that I have to choose multiple node versions for that. So I think I'll be fine for now. Okay, let's select all and install. I feel like the internet speed is probably improved. I think this Python update is done. Let's see. Okay, let's minimize this so I could and read it better. It's not. Hmm. Okay, installing Visual Studio installer, and it's building fresh packages. Let's wait. Waiting. Okay, so at least the package upgrade part is done. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, so Gatsby is updated, Gatsby image is updated, everything is updated. Mhm. Okay, so that's done. We already upgraded our node version, so this shouldn't matter. I'll just let it keep running. Uh, okay, so let's go to the next part. Okay, it says that I need to upgrade the Gatsby link because they have deprecated the old way of, and you have to use navigate. So let's try that. Right. Okay, so Gatsby's link component, the APIs push, replace, and navigate to an Gatsby link, an internal package were deprecated and completely removed. So let's see if I'm using that anywhere. Push, not index file. uh, no, I'm not using push anywhere. So let's try the next, that is the replace. uh, okay, so I'm not also using replace, so I'm most probably using this navigate too. I also don't think that I'll be using it in many places because I don't have any like interactive navigation there where you click. Most of it is handled through Gatsby, and I don't do it programmatically. So okay, so I haven't used navigate anywhere else, so we are fine there. Hmm. Okay, removal of experimental themes. Do I have experimental themes? I don't think so because I didn't set up any themes or anything. No. Let's move to the next part. That is okay, removal of path context. I think I may have been using path context. So let's check. No. Removal of bound action creators. Okay, let's see. I feel like I wasn't using any of the Gatsby features that really mattered, or maybe I was just using the main features. So I think we are good. Okay, so we don't have bound action creators. I'm not using that. Mm, Please restart your broadcast. Okay, I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll figure out what's the issue with very soon. Later. Removal of delete nodes. I don't think I'm using it, but let's check just to be certain. No, no delete nodes. Then removal of field name and field value from create node field. Yeah, I am using create node field, and how many windows are there? I have opened. Okay, so there is this OBS. Uh, Type enter to exit. Okay, what did this update? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Think let's again. So field name. Okay. So I was actually already using name and value here, right? Name, node, value. So I think we are good here. Yeah. Removal of has not changed. I don't think I'm using it, but no. Then removal of sizes and resolutions for image queries. Gatsby image. I don't think I'm using a Gatsby image anywhere. Okay, yeah, I'm not. Calling touch node with the node ID. Let's check just to be sure. No. calling delete node with the node ID. I don't think I'm deleting any node programmatically. No. Yeah. And removal of three Gatsby browser APIs. Okay, so a couple of Gatsby browser APIs were removed and their replacements. So let's check one by one each. I don't think I'm using any kind of browser APIs, so I'll just check it here. And no, so I think we're good. Okay, and using a global GraphQL tag for queries. So until now you are able to use the GraphQL tag for queries without explicitly importing it from Gatsby. You now have to import it. I think that's what I've been doing it everywhere because I don't like things that have global context or yeah, I'm importing GraphQL. CSS modules are imported as ES modules. The web moves forward and so do we. Okay. ES modules allow us to better tree shake and generate smaller files. From now on, you'll need to import CSS modules as import box from my style module. Okay. Import styles. Okay, so I need to change how I'm. Hmm. I can also still import all styles using the import star as styles syntax. However, this won't allow Webpack to tree shake your style, so we discourage you. Should I go for this upgrade or just do import star as styles? I think I'm just importing the CSS files and not even using CSS modules. Let's check. So I don't have. Let's yeah right. I just have a big one CSS file in the layout page that I import, and I'm not using CSS styling anywhere else. So let's go to the components here and layout. Yeah, I'm just importing a big CSS file and that's it. So I think we are okay there. Okay, file assets are imported as ECMAScript modules. Assets are handled as ES modules. Make sure to switch your require functions into imports. I think I already use import. I don't think I'm using require anywhere. Maybe okay. Right, this is the is required. That's just prop types, and I think we are good. Okay, we are using okay, so what's the next part? Webpack 5 node configuration change. Okay, so some components need you to patch or disable node APIs in the browser like path or file system. Webpack remove these automatic polyfills. You now have to manually set them. in your configurations. Okay, Gatsby node. Huh. It's all on create web app. I don't think I had any web app config, so I think we don't need that. Let's check. No. Or let's just try to run it. Like why I'm doing it. Let's see if it works or not. If it works, then great. I don't need to go through whole document. Go through all migration document. Okay, right. Error, unexpected keys, component data, dependencies, page data found in preload, pass to create store. I don't think I understand any of that, but it's getting this success. So I think we may have got it working. Building development bundle. Instead of like wasting 10-15 times to read this migration, maybe I should have just run this in the first place. Type name field no longer added automatically. Okay. You know what? Let's write this for this. Maybe I'm not facing that much of errors because I wasn't using any Gatsby API to programmatic like create pages or something like that or adding custom configs. Maybe that's why. So there was very little to upgrade or change because they mostly change this around the okay, changes Gatsby's cache clearing behavior to not clear webpacks. Gatsby clean or delete the cache folder manually. Here's how to try it. Huh. Okay, hi from the Gatsby maintainers. Based on what we see in your site, these coming features may help you. All of these can be enabled with Gatsby config via okay preserve webpacks cache. Okay, let's first see if it is working or not. I may okay. This styling is off, but I think everything else looks good. Or it's not. Yeah, everything is working. Okay, block, and let's check. Yeah, videos are loading, so that's good. Let's check the other sections. That is okay. Blog page is loading. Yeah, and the notes section is also loading. Let's check the portfolio section. Yeah, that's also loading. And then resume. Yeah, looks like most of the part is working. So maybe I just upgrade packages. Okay, should I go through this whole documentation? Maybe let's future breaking changes. Maybe notes, webpack, using plugin maintenance. I don't think I need that. You know what? Let's try this fast refresh Gatsby plugin image, and hey, let's try this preserving webpack's cache. Okay, which changes Gatsby's cache clearing behavior to not clear webpack's cache unless you run Gatsby clean or delete the cache folder manually. Here's how to try it. Module.exports and flags. Okay, so I have to just set a flag, and okay, let's copy that and let's set the flag. Okay, Gatsby config, and this is the plugins. And okay, so I added this flag. Okay, so let's stop and run it again. So now I have enabled this flag. I shouldn't see the add suggestion. Okay. So now that suggestion is gone. So I think we now have this webpack cache preserve feature enabled. Okay, so note that the development build is not optimized. Okay, I got that. Okay, warning: in page templates only a default export of a valid React component and the name export of a page query is allowed. All other named exports will cause fast refresh to not preserve local component state and do a full refresh. Okay, so let's check. Okay, you know what? Let's first let's like preserve uh, preserve webpack cache flag enable preserve webpack cache. Okay, and now let's go to the blog post. Okay, so what do I have exported here? Let's check that const blog post, and it says like I shouldn't have multiple things exported here. So let's see. So page query, I don't think that uh, right. So I could just remove the export, remove the export here as well, and then here as well. So I shouldn't see this. What it says is like uh, there are multiple exports from a single file. In page templates, only a default export and the name export over all other names. Right, and do a full refresh. So it will the fast refresh will not keep the component state and will do the full refresh. Okay. Yeah, it's same thing. Two problems. Okay. I think we fixed those issues. I don't think this command works in Windows, so let's just okay. And then let's run it again. Run developers. Now we shouldn't see that warning about the fast refresh. So what does fast refresh do is like for development mode, right? You're making any changes, right? You're making styling change or something like that. So whenever you do any changes, what used to happen is like React wasn't like very good with uh, uh, hot reloading all these changes, so it would mess up or either do the whole page reload. But with the fast refresh, it is actually at maintaining the things that are changed in your component and just applying the new changes without doing any without losing your state or doing a reload. Okay. So info, the following flags are active. Okay, yeah, I do want that. Don't delete webpacks cache when changing SB Node.js. Okay, there are two other flags available that you might be interested in. Okay, fast dev enables all experiments aimed at improving develop server start time. Yeah, I am interested in that. So let's enable that as well. Meanwhile, first remove exports for queries. Anyway, I wasn't reusing these queries, so there was no point in exporting them. Okay, so let's open the Gatsby config file and add one more flag. Uh, can I have something like a suggestion for that here? I'm not sure. So if I do fast, no. So fast dev, right? And let's add that as true. So what it does, it says it does is like it will improve the server start time, and developer SSR umbrella issue server side render pages on full reloads during developer utility. SSR bugs. Okay, so let's leave SSR. Uh, True. And then what's the next? Preserve file download cache. Okay, don't delete the downloaded files cache when changing, as we know. uh, Preserve file download cache, I don't know what's that. Okay, parallel sourcing, that's experimental flag, which says run all source plugins at the same time instead of serially. I think I do want that, so let's add parallel sourcing. What it does is whenever doing the so see so whenever it does like starts the server, it so instead of okay, let's again. Okay, whenever this compilation or build step happens, it does like something like serially running the plugins, like so I do page transfer like something like, okay, so right, these plugins, okay, so these plugins like okay, so each of these plugins have their own usage. This plugin will create a sitemap, this plugin will create manifest. So instead of like running them one by one and waiting for others to finish and then start next, all of this could start in parallel. That would probably improve the build times, yeah. And then preserve file download cache. Something inside me tells me not to enable that. It's a preserve file or something bad might happen. But I'll still just, why not? Maybe I'll just remove it later. So preserve file download cache. It's file download cache. File download cache. Okay. So let's enable this and okay. Anything else? Nope. I don't know why I'm still saying this. Please move your. I don't know why I don't know why it's still giving me that warning. But no, that's fast dev enable. Fast dev enable and again. So what's next? Like page templates. So my page templates folder is right. So that's, what does it say? Like const blog post, and then I have this blog post template. Are there any multiple export? Yeah, export. Yeah, right. So I should just export default blog post this one. Am I using it anywhere else? Blog post templates? I don't think so. So I could just remove the export because I am exporting this component where it's not that. Export default blog post. Okay. Right, because I'm exporting this blog post component where it uses this template component and then passes its data. So I think I may have done this same mistake. So let's fix that. I don't know like why this is so slow. Okay, so let's remove this export. And let's fix this as well. I don't think there was any error here, but I still do have ESLint errors. So, page query is assigned a value but never used. Okay. Maybe I could just disable lint or okay, so ESLint is installed, but it's still not working here. Like somehow I don't see. Okay, no ESLint configuration found. Okay. For now, I think I can live with this. Maybe right. Success. Let's run this once again. Do I notice any performance increase? I'm not sure. I'll have to recheck that when I stop the stream and see if there is improvement because my setup is lagging right now. Okay, and for the okay. So the following flags are active. Yeah, we know that. Even with the lagging setup, I think yeah, it's better because I can see that it takes a lot of time to like go to this development bundle phase. Okay. Remove multiple exports. Alright. And Okay, maybe we'll fix that ESLint warnings later. Let's check if it's working or not. Let's also check the console if there are any errors. No. Yeah, I think we are good. Yeah, I don't see any issues with that, so let's merge this. So let's publish this branch on the GitHub, and then just install the branches. Okay, contributors, GitHub extension. So maybe I should be able to, like, I haven't done this. Okay. So let's try this new GitHub extension with that you can raise PR pull request from here itself. Okay, so what's the option? Switch to another branch, fetch, compare with working tree, favorites, no, open branch on the remote, and nope. So there is that remote. Commit, pull, push branch, merge branch, create branch, rename branch, publish branch. Branch is already published. Pull, push, repositories. Okay. Is it going to fetch all my repositories? Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm not sure like how do you raise a PR from here. You know what, let's check the command. PR, okay, pull request, pull request. Okay, GitHub browse pull request of current branch. So check out open pull request GitHub. Right, GitHub pull request, create pull request from current branch. I don't want to do that. And current repository, yeah. Error no token found for host github.com. Okay, nice. Maybe I shouldn't be just this lazy and I could just if I just go to this, let's erase the PR form. Compare and pull request. Request master announcement upgrade to version 3. Create pull request. Okay. The branch has no conflicts. Okay, so merge pull request, confirm merge, and this was delete branch. Okay, I just deleted that. So now let's switch to let's switch to the master branch. Yeah, now I have to fetch the latest merged changes, and right, now let's check the Netlify status or if it is working or not. Netlify. So we can see the build process, what is happening with this. Right here we can see the, oh my shit, this I1 actually failed. I hope that doesn't happen. Okay, but let's see. Maybe I'll just check the log. Maybe it's the node version thing, probably. Deploy settings. What's the deploy settings? Okay, let's see the failed. Okay, this one failed. Great. So now let's see what actually failed. Okay, right. So the node version, yeah, I mentioned that earlier, that this failed because I was expecting a more recent version of node. And let's see, how do you set, I think I have it configured, but I don't remember like where did I configure it. So what's the my local version for node? Let's, node version, that is 14.16. okay, so amplify node version. Specify node version, right. Set a node version environment variable, add a node version or nvm rc file, right. We do have it here, right, and I had mentioned it like 10.13, so let's upgrade to 14.16. And yeah, just to be safe, let's add that 0. You never know what will fail. Change Netlify node version, not change but upgrade. So upgrade Netlify node version, and let's push this. I knew that I had specified node version somewhere because I remember it. I just couldn't find it. So it was actually supposed to be added as a, either as a like a Netlify environment variable or add it as a nvm rc file. So you either add it here in the environment variable sections. Where is the site settings? Let's go there and build and deploy. Right, okay, where are the environment variables? Yeah, here. Either you add it in here in the environment variable or you add it in the local. Since I wanted to have like so I do know that what node version I'm using on local, so I added it in the code base rather than adding it. So I knew like, okay, so this version I need to use on the server as well as on local. Okay, so this one is building. It should probably take some time, but that's okay. Using PHP? Why? Okay, so netlify build flags mode. Okay, so actually, okay, success. Right. Okay, so I think this works. But okay, so it's still in progress. Okay. Mm. Okay, so let's wait. Error. Shit. Dependency webpack compilation assets deprecation warning. If frozen in future. Okay. Breaking chain. No more changes should happen to compilation assets after sealing the compilation. Okay. Building static HTML for pages. Okay. Hmm. I think it may have to do something with the Netlify plugin. So I'll just disable that and try it once again. Let's see. Okay. Gatsby plugin Netlify. Yeah, here it is. Or maybe I should just try it, building it on local first. npm run build. Okay, let's build. Okay, it's failed. Gatsby environment is not recognized as right because I need set to run it on Windows. Need because this command only runs on like Linux container, so I don't have to bother it on local. Now this should create a build. Yeah. It's running, creating pages, and what did we change here? Like, okay, so that was just command change. Meanwhile, let's check. Like, I think it's probably issue with the Netlify plugin, but let's see. If this works on local, I'll just remove the Netlify flag and let's see. And also disable that in the Netlify config. I think I have this version of on Gatsby. I think I have the same repo connected on Gatsby Cloud. So maybe let's check there if it worked there. Gatsby Cloud. Mm, nope. Cannot restructure property mark now. Remark of data as it is undefined. Okay. So let's see. Maybe I should have just checked. But anyway, it's not a biggie. I could always go back to the previous commit and okay. In the blog post file, somehow it's so for some reason here why because I need to you need to export page queries, is that the reason? Let's do same thing for this because the error for exporting component the multiple export error was only for components and I didn't say anything about the page query. So not sure how that does matter. Okay, let's try this and let's stop this first. Let's try a version. So probably the reason is you have to add, so you have to export these page GraphQL queries, something related to internal implementation of Gatsby itself. Or let's just do both. Hmm. Yeah, on dev it was anyway working fine, so that shouldn't matter. Don't delete the downloaded files. But I don't see warnings anymore. So I think that's a good thing. If you're not exporting your GraphQL queries, then maybe Gatsby should display it as error. Maybe I'll just, yeah, that if you are not exporting it, if it is like mandatory to have a build, then it should. Okay, since the dev version is working, and okay, so error. Normal look. I don't think that should stop this. Huh. Okay, success. So I think that was the issue, right? Because so I wasn't exporting these GraphQL queries. Let's close these files and let's publish our changes. Export GraphQL queries. Okay, so let's commit this and then push on to master. And hope it works on the netlib, or we are back to zero again. Okay, so let's go to shit. Okay, I have stopped the development server, right? So that should be an issue. So no need to be afraid for now, at least. This runtime errors UI, yeah, I think this is what. So this is new. This unended runtime errors. What? Okay, so it wouldn't even let me close that. So let's go to netlib teams and let's see what. Okay, so it's building instead of failing like previous time. like last time. There are warnings. Warnings are okay. Okay. Site is live, right? Will script success, and yeah. So here, right? So it's completed, and let's preview the deploy. Let's do this. This version might be cached, so let's do this in cognito mode. Yeah, that's good. Don't see any issues. Right, so maybe I was lazy loading something. Let me just check that. Uh, Load. What are the but, loading lazy. No. Right, so I was actually and in the performance YouTube list. And here, but for discuss, I think, yeah. Hmm. But I'm lazy loading this discuss comments in the blog page. So let's check that. Right. So let me okay. Let's add a port. So yeah, discuss is working. And wait, what? Yeah, let's try this on login page. Yeah, so it's lazy loading this discuss, and if I try to tweet this, so I don't know what this is. Okay, so maybe login with Twitter. Testament. Yeah. How do you delete this? Like, there is no delete option. What? Not collapse. But so I have to manually delete this again. Okay. Anyway, so it's working. So yeah, everything looks good. Maybe we can conclude this stream. So the notes section is working, portfolio is working. Let's try this. Yeah, everything else works to seem. Everything else looks good. This resume page, maybe I should just update it. Yeah. Let's discard this change because we won't be doing any local builds for now. And if I go to in the resume page, so pages and portfolio, blog notes, resume. I need to change this file. I've just put in a new dated resume, so let's do that. Drive my way. I just hope there is nothing like yeah, so this one is and I need why this so slow. Yeah, let's maybe do it later. Yeah. So we can I think consider turning down video. I think we can finish this thing. Maybe do some work later.